Yo, what's up riders, welcome back to the channel. Today we're revving up our engines and throwing our helmets as we take a deep dive into Road Rash Jailbreak. If you thought this game was just about racing, oh no my friend, it's got much more than that. We're talking motorcycles, intense chases, close quarters combat and some wild weapons. Ready for the ride of your life? Let's get into it. So what exactly is Road Rash Jailbreak? Well, it's the sixth and final entry in the Road Rash series developed by EA Redwood Shores for the PlayStation and Magic Pocket for the Game Boy Advance. It was published by Electronic Arts with the PlayStation version hitting shelves in 2000 and the Game Boy Advance version arriving in 2003. This game continues the classic Road Rash tradition of racing motorcycles, but with a twist. For the first time in the series, Road Rash Jailbreak actually gives us a full fleshed out story in the main campaign mode. You're following the misadventures of Spaz and Punt, two wild bikers who at one point find themselves in some deep trouble. And guess what? Your ultimate goal is to bust Spaz out of prison by racing, fighting and upgrading along the way. Spoiler alert, the dude you'll be battling is actually a midget with antlers on his helmet. Yeah, the game's got that kind of vibe.
Fill it up.
Hey, I know you. You used to ride a motorcycle around these parts. You know, you don't get to be my age by messing around with the likes of you. Who's the little fella?
Punt.
Punt? What do you call him that for?
So here's the deal, in the main story mode, known as Jailbreak, you'll choose between two rival gangs, the Cafe Boys or the Disades. Each gang has its own set of bikes, and once you choose your gang, you'll pick up your rider. Yep, this game gives you a whopping 6 possible characters to choose from. Get ready to ride with style. Your journey starts at the bottom of the gang hierarchy as a grunt. But don't worry, this isn't just any random gang life. You'll have to race and win against 15 other bikers in order to advance to the next rank. From grunt to lieutenant to captain, you'll need to beat 30 races in total. But it's not all about speed. At the end of each rank, you'll face a boss stage, where you'll need to complete a special objective to advance. Boss fight while riding a motorcycle? Hell yeah! Alright, let's talk about the real fun, combat. Road Rash Jailbreak is more than just racing. You'll be getting up close and personal with your enemies, using a variety of weapons to knock them off their bikes. I'm talking fists, chains, sticks, teasers, and even nunchucks. You'll also have access to a supercharged weapon that gives your tool a glow and increases the damage to 4x the normal hit. Now we're talking. Here's the breakdown of the weapons you get to wield during the race. Billy Club, great for knocking enemies off their bikes with a solid whack. Tire Iron, a bit slower but packs a punch. Mace, for those who love some extra pain. But don't forget, you need to press the right combination of buttons to use it. Teaser, shocking, literally. Stun your opponents for a quick advantage. Nunchucks, flashy and effective, but you'll need to get the timing right. Chain, a staple of Road Rash. Use it to swing at your rivals for a satisfying hit. Also, let's not forget the Nitro Pack. Hold down the down button, top acceleration twice, and boom! You've got a burst of speed. But use it wisely, because the nitro supply is limited. So what kind of races are you gonna find yourself in? Road Rash Jailbreak doesn't just give you a simple go fast win kind of game. You've got three main modes: Jailbreak, 5.0 and Time Trial. Jailbreak, this is your main campaign mode where you race through 30 races across different tracks, climbing the gang rank from grunt all the way to captain. 5.0, ever wanted to be a cop? This mode lets you play as the police, chasing down criminals on the motorcycles. It's a little bit of a twist, and it's got a mini campaign all its own. Time Trial, want to beat the clock? In Time Trial mode, you race to beat your best time on each track. No combat, just speed and precision. Each of those modes has its own flavor, with Jailbreak offering the most depth. The 5.0 mode lets you live out your police fantasies, catching criminals and causing chaos. Meanwhile, Time Trial is perfect if you just want to race against the clock and push your limits. Now, a few other things you'll need to know. The game offers multiple race choices. You get info about the road, difficulty of turns, traffic level and distance, so you'll know what you're up against. But remember, you don't control the race conditions, it's just a heads up. And yes, there are no cash upgrades here. Instead, you earn Rash points, which are used to unlock new weapons, supercharged weapons or nitro packs. You're not buying gear, it's all about winning races and advancing. Alright, now let's talk about the multiplayer, because this part of the Road Rash Jailbreak actually pretty fun. And I'm not talking about the usual racing against each other thing. Nah, in Road Rash you and your friend can actually ride together on the same bike, which is pretty hilarious and makes the whole thing feel like a wild team effort. So yeah, racing side by side with a buddy is a great, but riding together on one bike, that's a whole new level of fun. Plus, this mode adds a layer of strategy to the gameplay. While one player focused on steering and speeding, the other has the important job of knocking other bikers out of the way, keeping the road clear. You're constantly trading off between keeping your bike on the track and keeping those weapons locked and loaded for battle. It's still a fun ride though. If you're into arcade style racing with a twist of combat and a story to follow, Road Rash Jailbreak is worth checking out. It's got bikes, fists and a bit of chaos. What else do you need? So what's the verdict? It's got its high and lows. On the one hand, it features the most developed story in the series, kick-ass combat and a lot of variety in the race modes. On the other hand, some features from previous games are missed, like the ability to collect items and upgrade bikes with cash. Alright, that's it for today's review. If you ever played Road Rash Jailbreak, let me know what you thought about the combat system or which rider you chose. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below. Catch you next time, riders.